My name is DiggerTheDwarf, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Live. So, we're back here in Limsa Laminsa. So I guess we might as well just start here with the culinarians. Okay. Sorry, having to get back into the swing of this again. It's it can be hard sometimes getting going. Once you're going, you know, once I get going, I'm fine. But getting started with this, whether it's recording or streaming, can be a little difficult sometimes. Anyway, so. Right. Hold on. I need some water. Accents, huh? Okay. Well met, venturer. Take it you want to join our guild? Let's have a good look at you then. What's an Nope. Okay. Losing it already. What's an underfed whelp like you know about cooking? I wouldn't exactly call myself underfed. Look at the size of... First of all, look at the size of my character. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting scrawny arms of yours. You'd struggle to lift a spoon, never mind a skillet. I'm literally a professional warrior. Well... No, warrior... It's not. It's marauders, right? Anyway. Yes. I jest. It don't take muscle to be a culinarian. Else it don't even take talent, at least not on its own. No, son, more than anything else, becoming a good cook boils down to passion. If you got that, there ain't nothing you can't achieve. So tell me, have you got it? Yes. Okay, you'll be needing every bit of it if you want to become a master culinarian. Why, if mastery was a 12-course dinner, I'd have hardly finished the soup. Make no mistake, our trade's as tough as old mutton, and passion's the only thing what gets us through the gristly bits. But enough talk. What do you call yourself? Well then, Finn, welcome to the guild. To mark the occasion, I present you with your very own skillet. Ain't much to look at, but it'll more than serve a novice like yourself. Yes. I know I said you'd struggle to lift a spoon, but you won me over. Now show me you can hold the skillet, and we'll get you started on your first task. I don't even know, that accent was kind of all over the place, but yes, alright. Excellent. Let me cook. Culinarian unlocked. So let's swap over. Yikes. We probably want the craftsmanship one, I assume. Yes. Anyway, and new gear set. Okay. My first skillet. What's my first task here? I see you're holding the skillet the right way round. Good. Culinarian lives and dies by his utensils. Get that into your head before you do all else, or your food... Right. Yes, I've definitely seen some food like that. Can't say I've had any, but I've definitely seen on the internet. Now, let's see what you can do. For starters, I want you to make me maple syrup using your skillet. I don't think that's how you make maple syrup, but you're the guild master. Maple sap and a fire shard. Right. So over here, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I need maple sap. There it is. Odorless and colorless liquid extracted from maple trees. Alright, that's what I need. And then I need crafting log, maple syrup. Synthesize. And it kind of just goes... I mean, same thing as with the... Same thing as with the goldsmith. I got it. Maple syrup's ready, is it? About bloody time. Let's see how it tastes then. Oh, this ain't bad. Flavor's alright. Consistency's nearly there. Right. As you probably know, maple syrup's one of the most popular sweeteners around and a key ingredient in all manner of cakes and treats. What you probably didn't know is that boiling the stuff down gets you maple sugar, a different sweetener with different uses. Just goes to show, even the simplest ingredients can have hidden complexities. Yeah, he also needs to know his ingredients, and that's something as only comes with experience. Keep your nose to the stove and report back when you're ripe for another task. Right. Okay. Which will happen later. You have something to do with one of these quests here. I poured my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godebert at the Coral Tower. He will know what to do. Right. Okay. Now, where else do I have... Okay. There's a shop here, an herbalist. What do you have interesting? These all seem like stuff that I can get from the local wildlife, so I won't buy anything right now, but you have something. License to read. Greetings, friend, and welcome to the 7th stage, purveyors of the finest spices from the East. All of our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you did not seek spices, but employment. Well then, let us speak of how you might be of service to our organization. Our Misery returned from her latest voyage bearing exotic spices never before seen in Eorzea. I have prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. Our first is for Grenade, whom you will find at the Coral Tower. The second is for Master Lingseth, the head chef of the Bismarck. Okay, and do make certain the right person gets the right set. Now go and return here once you have accomplished the task. Right. I don't know if going first person for that to speak with the NPCs is necessarily what I want to do or not. I don't know if I like it better or not. Because it does let me see the NPCs a little bit better, but also then I have to switch back out of it because I want to run around in third person. I don't want to run around like this. So I don't know. Anyway. Headquarters of the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, I have a 7th Sage Sampler, a set containing several exotic spices and instructions on how they can be used. Not something you would expect from the captain of a band of bloodthirsty pirates. A sample of spice courtesy of the 7th Sage, you say? There is no mistake. This is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garleans besides. Quite intriguing. Very well, we will consider placing an order. Oh, you thought you had brought me spice? I see you are not familiar with Carvalianisms. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to literally anything he has procured on the high seas. Lest you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one, who represents limits and interests in eastern lands. Okay. Godebert. A bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist's rendition of the man? Yes. A drawing of a man? Question mark. Pieced together from descriptions given by eyewitnesses to his crimes most heinous. Of dine and dashing. Looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty, after all. However, we will need a little bit more to go on than this piece of art. It would be easiest for all involved if Rishmo were to come here and answer some questions. Please relay to her as much. Right. So back this way I go. Back to the Bismarck. This way? Yes. I have a sampler for you. Let's have a whiff of it then, he says. Ain't smelled nothing like it afore. The notice came with it, says it's a root what grows on Othard. Last I heard, Othard was under Imperial rule. How the 7 L's did Carvalay manage to get hold of this? Any road, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend. And you need to go talk to the police. Ah, so you've spoken with Godebert? Ah. Within the bell, the Yellow Jackets will have that swindling scoundrel locked in a dungeon cell, and then I'll take my filleting knife and... Huh? Godebert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning? But what more information does he want than that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't the picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? Yeah, well... It wasn't a very good picture. Okay. And then I go back to the other guy and tell him I delivered the samplers. Welcome back. It would seem both samples were rather well received, and this is in no small part due to our affable courier. 'Tis unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. Yet the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade with the Garlean ships. Everything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. That's good to know. Not that I, or most people, I think, would particularly care if you were pirating from the Garleans, but... And I have more down here. way down here. Right. I probably should have taken the ether crystal, but whatever. What do I have over here? I can't even keep track of what any of the quests are anymore. What you want, Drylander? We're closed. If you don't want me, Cyrus, to toss you out on your arse, show you some respect and kneel, Scrag. Okay, right. This button, and then this button, and then this button, and then this one. Alright. There you go. If only the Krakens had the same sense of propriety. Bastards keep seizing every Garlean ship before we could take a crack at them. It's the sorry state of affairs when your crew's reduced to preying on the leavings of that mangy bunch of man boys. Okay? My younger self would be right disappointed to see how far we've fallen. So what, you want me to be disappointed with you? Disappointed! Yeah. It's well and good we got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships, but what's the use if you keep on getting beat to your prey? Built our reputation right off the coast of Vilbrand, not sailing a dozen malms into the bleeding sea. A few Imperial dogs found in Lamincid territory get snatched by Krakens hunting in open waters. Rallied my crew spirits. Yes. Said we were reviving the old... I can't keep up with the accents. I can't. I guess they're supposed to be a bit more piratey, but whatever. Reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles, they seemed resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. So now you want... rally. Well, hold on. Where is that one? Rally, there it is. Trying to make light of my dilemma. Oh, me dilemma. Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll gut you with a hook like a regular pirate. Hey, that's it. We're pirates, so we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping Lamincid waters safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the Garlean outposts along the coast of Aldenard. It's so bleeding simple. I don't know why I didn't think of this afore. Thank you for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. To think I almost had you fed to the sharks. Yes, I'm glad you didn't do that. You're welcome. I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear her cackling all the way out here. Whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing we needed was her going on another rampage, ruining deck swabs and leaving us with less meat. Tain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can find a way, Captain Roswin can. Right. Give me a second. Time for the other crafting jobs. Okay. Crafting. Did I say crafting? I don't know. Anyway. I have trouble speaking sometimes. Well, time Randwolf sent me a new recruit. It's been too long. I'm Brithale, Forge Master of the Blacksmiths Guild. If you're aiming to become a smithy worth the name, 'twould be my great pleasure to educate you on the finer points of the craft. And the rest of these sour-faced bastards will tell you it's hard, grueling work fit only for the best and brightest, but I say put a hammer in the hands of the willing and see what happens. What do you say then, lad? You sing a hammer for old Brithale? Sure. I knew I liked you the moment I set eyes on you. What did he say your name was again? Finn Blackhill, a name fit for a hero if ever I heard one. In fact, I reckon I did hear it in a bard song once. Wasn't that poor sod cursing in his cups the witch? Nah, it don't matter if it was saving the world or bedding someone's mother. 'Tis time to forge yourself a new reputation, pound out a new legacy, and you can trust old Brithale to help you do it. But here I go, putting the cart before the chocobo. Here, lad, take this cross-peen hammer. Smitty without a hammer is like me without a drink, bloody useless. But don't just stand there gawping at her. Take her in your hands. Have a few practice swings, whatever you fancy. She's all yours now. What I wouldn't give to be you right now, lad. Smitty never forgets his first hammer. Huzzah! Blacksmith unlocked. So now we gotta do this whole shenanigans again. There we go. Blacksmith. What do you want from me? That there is a beautiful sight. Never forget, a smithy's hammer is his one true love. Friends will betray you, lovers will leave you, but your hammer will never do you no wrong. God, seeing you standing there reminds me of a less ale-sodden version of me younger self. But on to your task. We ain't a congregation of soft-handed scholarlies here. Smithies learn by doing. Try your hand at making a bronze ingot. Any smithy worth his salt's got to master the fundamentals, and you can't get more fundamental than that. It ain't complicated. Bronze is just copper and tin melted down and mixed together. So you'll be needing, that's it, copper and tin ore. And seeing as most folk don't carry stuff like that around with them without reason, Smidhammer outside can provide you with some, for a price that is. What the lad can't sell you though is the fire shard you'll need. It ain't complicated, but that don't mean it's easy. You'll need to melt the metals after all, and to do that, you need to get them hotter than a flame kit. I'm not reading that one. That's all there is to it. I think you can handle it. Yes, I think I have bronze and tin already. Because I have been been doing mining. Bronze ingot. Yeah, I have the bronze ingot. You're alright, lad. Better than that, even. Sure you ain't done this before? 'Cause honestly, this ain't what you'd expect from a venturer fresh off the street. Well, I'm already a pretty decently experienced goldsmith, so I think you might be a bleeding natural, lad. It takes just the right balance of metals to produce bronze suitable for weapons and tools. But this ingot you've made me, lad, is on par with them as our veterans produce. You could take this down to Hawker's Alley and find a buyer in no time. Beauregard's watching over you, and ain't no doubt about it. Birago? I don't know. You got talent, lad. but don't let it go to your head. I've seen plenty of folk get drunk on early success, only to puke their guts up later because they forgot that talent's worth bugger all without hard work and dedication. So I tell you what, keep it simple for now, lad. Practice the fundamentals till you can smelt bronze in your sleep. And when you've gained the kind of confidence as only comes with experience, come back and I'll teach you something new. Right. Hooray. And then I gotta go down here for the Armorer's Guild. Another aspiring armorer, are you? Welcome. I am Nanza, Forge Master of this guild. I take it... Hello. I take it... Guanaco. These names, man. Has explained to you the history and nature of our craft. Good. I have little to add on that front, save this. The life of an armorer is not an easy one. Day after day you will pit flesh and blood against iron and flame, and without a passion for the forge you will fail. But passion alone will not make an armorer of you. To truly master this craft, you must be possessed of will as unyielding as the metals you work. Knowing what lies before you, have you the fortitude to persevere? Yes. Ha! I see you have no fear of hard work. That is well. Consider your request to join the guild approved. But if you ever give me aught less than your best, you will be out the door before you realize my boot has connected with your backside. Are we clear on that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good. Now that we understand each other, let us begin with the basics. What is your name? Finn? Very well, Finn. This tool is called a doming hammer. Here, grip it firmly. Note its weight. Let me know when you feel comfortable with it in your hand. I'll tell you if you're holding it properly. Right. Armor unlocked. So, luckily, I just have to change out this. And then I'm basically... it's all set. Okay. And you... want me... I do know better. Until you craft something with that hammer of yours, you'll look like a babe with a rattle to me. And I've no intention of mothering you. Make no mistake, I mean to shape you into an artisan, however hard I have to pound. Save your sweat for the forge, lad. I don't expect you to fashion full suits of plate on your first day. Just pay close attention to my instructions, be diligent in your work, and the skill will come in due time. Now let's be about your first lesson, shall we? I want you to take up your hammer and make me a bronze ingot. I already did that for the other guy. Bronze, you see, is the most basic material of the craft, and bronze ingots are its building blocks. It is not the strongest of alloys, of course, but it is that very quality that makes bronze so easy to shape, and the metal of choice for a novice armorer. To forge your ingot, you'll need to procure 2 chunks of copper ore, a chunk of tin ore, and an ice shard. The ore can be purchased from Somewirb, or Somerwib? I think that's probably Samervib, probably. The ice shard you'll have to find on your own. Well, are you waiting for me to swing your arm for you? Or mayhap you would have me swing my boot? No. I can do it, because I already did it for the other guy. Yeah, I've got the bronze ingot. Completed your first task, have you? Well then, let's have a look at this ingot. So this is the sort of quality I can expect from you, is it? For a novice armorer, this is excellent work. Excellent. Well done, Finn. The key to making good bronze is judging the ratio of copper to tin. With too much tin, the alloy becomes harder, but also more brittle. Not the sort of material you want protecting your vital organs. Lest you forget, quality is a matter of life and death in our craft. That is why we teach our initiates the ideal metallurgic composition of every item we forge. Not that all are quick to learn. There are some who seem destined to produce mediocre results, however painstakingly the processes are explained. Thank the builder you are not one of them. I am pleased to say that your ingot would fetch a decent price in the markets. But do not let this first success make you complacent. A single bad helm will lose you more trust than 100 good ones will win, because bad armor means dead men. It is not enough that your work be good, it must needs be consistently good. And achieving that consistency requires discipline and long hours of crafting the same item over and over, again and again. For you, this means a mountain of bronze ingots. Bronze ingots in your dreams. Bronze ingots until the process is so ingrained that you wake up and find your pillow is an ingot you made in your sleep. When you feel you have learned all you can from forging bronze ingots, seek me out and I will find you something else to craft. May the builder guide your hand, Finn. Right. Well, I saw some interesting looking crafts already. I might go ahead and try to make some. But I need more ingots. And I need more tin ore. I'm gonna run out pretty quick, but honestly, I don't think you craft anything directly with tin. It's just to make bronze, right? So I'll go ahead and use all of the ore that I have, all the tin that I have, to make bronze. Excuse me. Right, and that's to improve the quality, right? Yeah. Also, I mean, I guess I can do that. Three times? Yeah. So that'll be a high quality. Is that actually my first one? High quality item. High quality items can be identified by their icon as well as the special mark that appears after their name. High quality gear will often have better stats than normal quality items, while high quality materials used in synthesis will sometimes yield better results. These features make them more attractive to prospective buyers, resulting in higher selling prices. It cannot be stacked with normal quality items, so yeah, but that's okay. I don't necessarily need them to be. Right. Also, I wanted to make... Oh, I need lumber for that. Of course I do. Well, I can make a better alchemist tool. I could actually make a helmet, but I think I'm past that helmet already. Right? Well, let me see here. Because I'm wearing that. It's 2727. And that is also 2727, so actually that probably would be good. I don't actually have any copper ingots on me. Let me swap over. It's a goldsmith. And I can go ahead and make that. Yes, improving item quality. Yes, yes, I get it. I promise this isn't going to be a full, like, crafting episode, but I just... so I need a plate and rivets. I wonder what if I use the high quality. Ah, I see. So now, yeah, it's probably not gonna still be, ooh, yeah, 'cause it's a lot of progress that I have to get. Was it high quality? I couldn't actually tell, but I think it was. Okay. So what do you actually want me to make? It would seem that one of our younger members, Swithin, accepted an order with which he would struggle to fulfill in thrice the time he promised. I am tempted to let him squeal under the weight of his own ambition. The guild is not in the habit of delivering late. Several veteran armorers have volunteered their services, but I would also like you to assist in this matter. On the one hand, you will be helping to spare the guild unnecessary embarrassment, and on the other, you will be deepening your understanding of the craft. The builder could not have planned it better. For your part in this endeavor, you are to craft 3 bronze hoplons. You'll need bronze plate and maple lumber to make the shields. While we're on the subject, how have you been acquiring your materials? The markets are a reliable source, but have considered making an arrangement with a miner or botanist. As you will have gleaned, the craft calls for a near constant supply of copper and tin, both of which are commonly mined in the region of Thanalan. Should your purse grow too light for comfort, there is little to stop you taking up a pickaxe yourself. For the time being, however, I want you to concentrate on honing your skills as an armorer. With the fundamentals under your belt, hoplons shouldn't prove too challenging. But do not fall into the trap of complacency. A poorly wrought shield is worse than no shield at all. Each piece you craft, however simple, must reflect the utmost attention to detail. Make the guild proud, Finn. Right. Well, I actually can cheat a little bit because I already have one. I already have one of those shields. So yes, this is no. Where's the? Was it that one? Huh. Seems it was not as good as I thought it was, but good grinding, I guess. Well, for now, I'm going to hold off on that. Well, I say that. Well, nah. Yeah, I'll hold off on the guild quest. I will, just because I will be able to get the what am I saying? The lumber. Once I go to Gridania, I can join the botanist. I assume it's the botanist that does the chopping lumber. So I can do that. So for now, I need to go back down to the other part of the city. Let's see here. Where do I actually... I'll go to the Fisherman's Guild. Okay. So is this... So I still have to find the thing of ale in this area somewhere. Could it be on this ship at the front? Doesn't look like it. Can I get up anywhere? Okay. I could tell who that was scrubbing down there, and I was like... Okay, yeah, there's, it's definitely not here. Did I see someone walk off with a cask of ale? Why, sure, it was during the afternoon offering. Well, it didn't look like a thief, though. Hoisted the cask and walked right on over to the Astalicia, the boat that I was just on. Uh-huh. I was right, it was on the ship. There. Anybody see any suspicious activity going on here? Okay. That appears to be an invisible wall. That door doesn't open, so it must be up here somewhere. Ah, I can go further up. Having a dance competition, are we? Oh, you. What are you looking at? This is a dance duel. A dance duel. Much more important than anything you got. Much more. Right. You may be able to scamper up the rigging to the crow's nest, but can you get down? Beg your pardon, Captain, but there ain't no Mikote alive heavier on her feet than a great Galutin Rogadin such as yourself. Well said, Captain, and well retorted, you bloody Sunseeker. Or was he a Moonkeeper? What are the lands they got there? Well, who even cares, am I right? Who are you, anyway? There was a whole passel of you before, but now there's only one. That's a miser's trick, that is. He's gone. Nope, nothing worse than a miser. This horse that was a madrigal or admiral. What was his name? He didn't like no drinking nor dancing. Bad for corals. Corals? Can't be right. Corals. Of course you're right there, laddie. Never should have doubted myself. Anyway, this Madrigal, I'll call him Madrigal Pinchfist, passed decrees like they was farts. He decreed no dancing within a hand's reach of spirits. But no Madrigal's smarter than a sailing man. We just stopped dancing, we just stopped reaching with our hands altogether. We invented step dancing. That showed our Madrigal Pinchfist and his corals. I don't know what's happening right now. That's right, fella. Gets me all fired up too. Makes you think, like, oh, I know, you want to dance. All this time, I just thought you was being churlish, but no, I'm here looking for Cask of Ale. I think it's gone, but dance for, okay, you want me to dance? Alright. Right. Yeah, okay. Can't you see, Fox? I don't know what's happening here. Dancing like sailing folk, you do. Could swear there was three of you, or was I just... Never mind. You're practically a brother now. Ask me anything. I'm looking for a cask of ale that went missing. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Cask of Dodozan's ale? Carried it off from Fisherman's Bottom my very own self, I did. Had to, matter of fact. We'd already drunk all we had aboard. Of course, Dodozan's getting paid for it someday. Don't make a difference if he frets a night or two. I think Dodozan would disagree. Yeah, you're in trouble. Right. Yeah, you're in big trouble. A coral fail. Whatever. Adventurer, I beg pardon for my man. I swear. Lim May mistook him for an oyster and gave him grit for brains when she made him. Since you're already here, how about you square our account with Dodo-san? Take this payment to him. We'd be much obliged. You danced with us and all, so I'm trusting the guild won't inspire any moral failings in you. That's some long keel on the Alistitia, if you take my meaning. Yeah. I'm not gonna steal the money. And everybody runs away. Okay. How do I get back off of this ship? This way. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Well, let me see about doing the fishing. The fishing bit. Now, how does this work? So we bait the hook. Okay, it's gonna, after using cast action, right. Hook action. Gathering rating, yep. Okay. Right. So first we bait with the lugworm. With the lugworm. Okay. Then cast. And then we hook. It's just that easy. Right. Okay. Let me find a slightly nicer spot to do this, if I'm going to do this. Like out at the end of this pier. Okay. What is the cast liked? What does that mean? Da-da-da-da. I'm already leveling up. What does... No. Okay. That... Okay. I mean, sure. Let me see... Fish Guide. Wow. It's, the Black Shroud, Danilin. Interesting. That's a lot of fish. Lot of fish. Lots of... Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be doing a lot of fishing. And so, fishing log. Okay, so there's a few different kinds of fish here, but I'm probably just gonna get the anchovies for now. This is kind of chill, though. I mean, I maybe wouldn't want to do it just sitting here by myself, but I could see doing a whole stream of just this if I, you know, have somebody to talk to or something else. Oh, well, that's not what I was looking for. Kelp, huh? Huh. Up to a malm in length, huh? Desynthesizable by culinarian. What does that mean? I do not know. Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it, but I'm sure fishing will give you a lot of ingredients for the culinary. Merle Thor Goby. Okay, I need one more anchovy. I'm not looking for all this extra stuff. There we go. Chum, you say? Well, I should probably put huh. I should put that there. Yeah, I've got the anchovies. These small saltwater fish form massive schools resembling colossal sea creatures to discourage predators from approaching. Here, Chovy Chovy. Here, Chovy Chovy. Okay. Fair flock of feisty fish you got, Giddy Guppy. Careful they don't slip out of sight. Wawalago? To what do we owe the pleasure? The guildmaster's got to go after the guppies, dividing the daily drudgery, picking out a proper potable and some such support and service. I hate this guy already. And who gets after the guildmaster? We have books to balance, you know. Books you should be balancing. I did my best to balance the books, but the bilge keel bent the bow back, bouncing the whole batch off the boat. It's not what... You know it was just an expression. But that's neither here nor there. So long as you kept at the bit, Finn, our books will... So long as you keep at the bit, Finn, our books will balance themselves. Don't let that go to your head, of course. Any beginner can snatch some anchovies, but you'll need to experiment with different kinds of lures and explore new waters if you want to catch the big ones. Fundamentals are fine, but the fun in fish... Let me try that again. Fundamentals are fine, but the fun is fishing for new finds. Like my uncle always said, fishing's like philandering. You never know what you'll catch. Sure he did. And with those well-spoken words of wisdom, we will leave you to your wiles. Do-ho-ho, everybody laughs. Okay. Right. I can already take the next quest, which I probably will go ahead and do. What do you have? Okay, hold on. I smell that you haven't been neglecting your duties. A commendable attitude. No one's ever gotten worse at anything by practicing. No one I know, at least. Then again, you can't expect the same old tricks to work with new fish. Big ones don't grow to be that way, chasing everything that wiggles on a hook. To catch the fish you want, you must first know what the fish wants. Only once their prize is at stake can you tantalize and tempt your prey to taste the forbidden tackle. No comment. Anchovies may be willing to settle for lugworms, but harbor herring have a discerning palate that prefers pillbugs. But don't take my word for it. Go and see for yourself. Pick up some pillbugs from Hill over in West Hawker's Alley, then use them to catch 3 local harbor herring. Like anchovies, they can be caught right outside. In case you've a mind to return to your previous spot, you should know that some fish aren't as foolish as most might think. Keep casting your line in the same waters, and you'll find that fewer folk will take the bait. And what do you have? All the fish in the sea. Well, if it ain't Finn. You may have just taken up your rod, but anyone could see that you've got the keen eye of a fisherman, and I reckon you're looking to make that eye keener still. Bigger fish, more exotic locales. Aye, that's what we all seek, ain't it? And it just so happens I can tell you how to find them. You see, the Fisherman's Guild has just finished constructing a vast boat equipped for voyages on the high seas. As far as I know, Captain Forzagil is still looking for a band of fishermen adventurous enough to brave the deepest fishing hole of them all. If you think you've the stones for it, I'm sure he'll be glad to take you on. Interesting. So that's, over that way. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and warp up to here. I also want to switch back to Gladiator. Okay. What am I looking for? There's a... there. Okay. Dodazan! There you are. Not a moment too soon. Did you find my ale? Yes, it had been, borrowed. Huh. Well, that's the price I was to receive, but where did you get it? Oh, from the bloody, from the clients themselves? I see. Yes, there's always some blustery young fellow like that. Hasn't earned his swallows or stars yet, I'll wager. Cods, you say? Captain Moonscape is kind to say so, I'm sure, but I hail from Ul'dah. We'll trade with anyone if they've the gill to pay. Pirates, princes, they're all the same to me. If I know these particular pirates, and I do, they'll be wanting another cask soon to drink away this little fracas. Many thanks, adventurer. Right. Okay. And I get an extra emote. Cool. Hello? Okay. Yeah, man. Limsa Limits is a lot more crowded than Old Dog. Again, I can't blame people because, like, that's a brand new cat girl with all the original gear. Anyway, there's a lot of weird noises happening, but yeah, I can't blame people for wanting to hang out here because it sure is, like I said, it's a lot more picturesque than Ul'dah, especially around the big old crystal. So anyway, it makes sense, but yes, I delivered the letter. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Yes, Tax Lady Ptaja has kind backwards for Sweetnix. Sweetnix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Ptaja. Sweetnix is happy gobby, gives Uplander jingly shine. I'm still not sure if I love or hate the goblins, but, anyway. Yes, deliver the package. I shall pass on the sister's sentiments to my superior. What manner of services did the dutiful sisters provide? Continue your stay in Limsa Limits, and you're likely to find out soon enough. In fact, if you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. Right. Yes. It's the Rogues Guild, yes, I noticed. Ledger from Melvan's Gate, you say? Right. This booklet, pinned by a log assessor from Melvan's Gate, contains the names of merchants who have yet to pay the duty on goods they imported into Limsa Limits. Yet more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well. If I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place. Right. The Bismarck? Okay, whatever. I have a missing persons list. A disturbingly long list of people who have gone missing in recent moons. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorize these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via the Zephyr Drift, which means they must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I'm on constant watch here and undercover so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there are shady characters skulking about, you can rest assured I can pick them out. Right. That's not... okay. Storyteller 3. And now you have a quest. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favor? See, I'm supposed to go and fill up all the street lamps with oil so that they'll stay lit through the night. Thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps in my stead, I'd be eternally grateful. Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sisapu and the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. Right. One more thing up here. Bismarck wants fresh lamb, does it? Gods, I could do with a slice myself, fresh off the grill and dripping in its own juices. Sorry, friend, I haven't had a single bite to eat since my shift began. Any road, you can get lamb easily enough by hunting the lambs that graze outside the city. Go through the Zephyr Gate and follow the path east and south for a bit. You'll run into the fluffy and tasty critters before too long. Well, perhaps I shall do that. I mean, there's also the rats. Arms? Alright. Right, there's, let me see here. Journal. Rats in the wharf. But that's out the other gate. Yeah, Tempest Gate, not the Zephyr Gate, but whatever. Okay. Yes, I'm going out here, and I also need to talk to the Chocobo Keep. Okay. I'm gonna go exploring outside for a bit. Mapping the realm. Middle of Noskia. Is it Nosia or Noskia, or how do you, Oh, there's some more rats. Okay, there are some out here. Excellent. I mean, yeah. I'm out here fighting level 1 rats. But so it goes. I could probably fight that thing. See? Easy. Ah. I found the sheep. Tasty, tasty sheep. All right. Oh. Hunting log. Well, I can't. I still need to find those. Well. Well, let me see if I swap over to mining. Are there any mining locations? Ooh, there's there's quests. There are quests out here. I'm gonna avoid the fate. Surely there's mining locations out here somewhere, but I do not know where. Although it would kind of make sense if they were down here, but I kind of don't think so. This is a dead end of sorts, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I was really hoping. But I can't find any. Gathering log. No. What am I looking for? Is it? But that's just going to tell me where. It's just going to tell me the stuff that I've already gotten, but I want to know if there's anything around here. There surely is. Yeah, that's just... whatever. Fine. Switch back. Okay. Let me touch the crystal over here. Quest. Rocks in a hard place. Summerford Farms bears the charge of the Admiral's Settlement Initiative. We're rewarded handsomely to brave new frontiers. Yet if we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, the grant will be withdrawn. In spite of this, the washed-up pirates elect to laze their days away. There is still time. We need only clear away the rocks and debris for the area to be deemed settled. If you are willing to help, you'll find a shovel outside on that hut on the hillside. Shovel. Chauvet. I have the Chauvet, and then I need to go clear some stuff. Right. Easy enough. And then there's another quest over there that I'm gonna go get. You know, just simple side questing. You know, but it all helps the grind. The XP and money grind. Which, you know, the XP might not be so important, because I'm sure there's plenty of ways I can end up getting that. For each class. Hello? With the shovel. I don't have the shovel. What is it wanting me to do here? Oh, with the shovel. Okay. That's the shovel. Right. Okay, that was a little bit confusing. But anyway. And then I missed a rock over here. There it is. Huzzah! Certainly proven you are not one to let obstacles stand in your path. Only these supposedly pioneering pirates are half as industrious as you. Expanding borders is all well and good, but the Admiral ought to know rugged frontiers can't be settled by layabouts. Well, she seems like a smart lady. I think she does know that. But I just think she expects better of her people. Anyway. Where do I have to go for that other quest? It's over there. Okay. I'll keep this up so I know where to go. Where am I? It's not there. Down this way. Out there. Okay. Out to dry. For the low lemonade, not again. The leather's ripped to bloody shreds. No, there's not a rye with me breeches, you cheekies. It's the megalocrabs. They've been at the balloon envelopes I left out to dry on the rocks. Those hell-spawned snippers think they found a squid or something and set to nibbling. Less balloons in the air means less cargo getting lifted, and that don't sit too well with me. You looking for a quick job? How about you crack a few shells before you head off on your way? If you could put down 5 or so of the buggers, that ought to do for now. Sounds good to me. Those are bigger than I was expecting, but that's okay, because killing monsters is my job. One more. Bingo. Tango down. I repeat, tango down. Take care of them stippers. Good bloody riddance. Nice work there, lad. Still, it won't be long before a new crew of crabs comes sliding in to claim that territory. And our loads just keep getting heavier, what with all the rebuilding going on. If I don't want to be buried under a mountain of crates, I'd best think of a more lasting solution to this snipper problem. Probably, but there you go. Well, that's that one done. I'm gonna go explore the other parts of Lenoskia. Eastern and Western. Just to see, you know, just to see what's out there. And then probably I will go and do the things at the Bismarck that need doing. And then I will, I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold on to the guild quests, and I'm just gonna, you know, unless, I mean, I might do the, get the street lamp one done, before then, but, wow, there's a lot of places over here. Okay. But yeah, like the street lamp one might get done just on the way, but the others, I'll probably hold off and just go on to Gridania so I can move the story along a little bit, because I don't want to just get bogged down in side quests forever. I mean, I've said I like side quests and all, but I do want to get some things moving along here. Partially also because I do want to get back to Ul'dah and do more stuff over there. You know, so I'm not doing the Fate. No, no, no. It's not what I'm here for. But I'm trying to do my due diligence around here, because I don't know when I'll be back here. So I want to at least get all of the quests from here. And so even if I leave them undone, I will have them in my quest log to go back to, you know. You want me to do guild lives. Right. Look capable, but the last thought I reckon was tough enough. Got his face bit off by a bleeding wharf rat. You need to prove to me you can handle my jobs. Mimiroon likes sparkly shinies. Mimiroon walks to manlands to trade good goods for shining sparklies. But Mimiroon cannot be going home. Mimiroon afraid bad bandits will be taking Mimiroon sparklies. Is there not kind adventurer to keep Mimiroon safe? Mimiroon shares shinies to keep Mimiroon safe. Yes, I could probably do that. Beckon to your client Mimiroon to help lead him to his destination. Right. Well, I'll probably want to go ahead and do that one, but give me a minute. Scribbled. Like cats and dogs. You look like an adventurer who gets around. Mayhap you have noticed the curls and jackals at each other's throats of late. I've never seen anything quite like it, and the bloodshed only worsens by the day. If this continues, I dare say that one of these groups will wipe out the other before long. Now it bears mentioning that this species of curl is a native to Vilbrand. By rights they shouldn't even be here. Nay, I believe they were smuggled. I know of a merchant who may have a hand in these dealings. Her name is Rakontai, and after some probing, I've come to believe she's somehow involved. I would question her myself, but she is like to flee at the first sight of yellow. That's where you come in. I need you to speak with her and learn all you can. Take a look around. She's bound to be nearby. Yes, right over here. In fact, staring at weapons, I guess. What's this? So they've sent you to do their dirty work? Well, you'll never take me alive. Never! Okay. Right. And she's gone this way. What the? But please don't hurt me. I didn't do nothing wrong. I smuggled in the cures for breeding like you asked, but that's it. I ain't the one sending the jackals into a frenzy, I swear. The Yellow Jackets sent you in, not no pirates? Why didn't you say so earlier? Well, you've got me. I'm behind the cures in Ailport. Those good-for-nothing pirates had me breed jackals for 'em, too. The right training, they made for nasty watchdogs and the like, but the pirates wanted more, and that's why they asked me for the cures that they did. I smuggled them in, but the pirates took them before I could finish the job. Suppose they didn't want to wait for the breeding, but the buggers let them escape. Now they have jackals on the loose trying to get rid of the cures and clean their mess. I'm a victim as well, you know. They paid good coin for the animals, but now they got folk chasing after me, wanting to cover their tracks, I'm sure. You hurry and tell those Yellow Jackets I ain't to blame, you hear? Right. I'll do that. You got any good armor over here? Actually, yes. I'll take a bronze cuirass, if you don't mind. There we go. Now we're talking. You're back. What can you tell me of Rakantai's dealings? She claims to be a victim as well? It was her greed that brought the cures to Vilbrand, and she is sorely mistaken to think the Yellow Jackets will turn a blind eye. Mark my words, she will be held accountable. At any rate, we now know why the cures and jackals are trying to tear each other to shreds. The pirates have been quite careful to not leave any clues, but we managed to capture Rakantai's assailants. They're being questioned as we speak. It won't be long before we track down the pirates. Don't worry, friend. The Yellow Jackets will see them brought to justice. In the meantime, there's still the matter of Rakantai and the beast running amok in the fields. I shudder to think what may happen should the jackals and cures continue fighting for much longer. I have a plan, but your assistance is essential to its success. Let me know when you are ready to begin. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting this to be a whole quest line. Oh, there's a couple of quests here. Man's best friend, hey? Ooh, a minion! Huh. Kantai has admitted to breeding jackals for pirates, but I fear she may be concealing more to be smuggled elsewhere. I bid you speak with her once more to prove my suspicions true. If she wishes to play the role of victim, perhaps this time she will be more forthcoming with information. Tell her that although we cannot grant her impunity, her cooperation will ensure a lighter sentencing. And curiosity killed the cure. Okay, I get multiple things. Now then, we need to do something about the cures running wild on Vilbrand. Jackals have greatly reduced their numbers, but the presence of cures will upset the balance of predation in Ailport. Given time, they will establish a breeding population, and perhaps even prey upon more than just animals. A large number of merchants, sailors, and travelers pass through Ailport daily, meaning a great many people will be at risk unless we stop the cures here and now. As much as it pains me to say this, they must be done away with. I like this no more than you, but we Yellow Jackets must put the safety of people above all else. Reports indicate that cures were last sighted somewhere in Skull Valley. When you are ready, pray seek them out and do what needs to be done. Right. Okay, but first, let me... Social emotes. I need the back end. Back end. There. Right. So let me do this guild lave before I forget. Journal. How do I do the thing again? Oh no, it's what the heck? Oh, I see, I can... Right. But no, it's this one. Right. Yeah, that was the quest. Okay. Okay. What's the recommended level? Huh. Whatever. Oh, it's 15, isn't it? Okay. Come on. Where do I need to take you? Up this way, I guess. Come along. Enemy should be... Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Nope. Come on, Gobbo. You're almost there. Yes, please share the sparklies. Completed the task, have you? You only need to request the reward. Yep. Excellent. Unfortunately, those boots do me no good, but... yeah. Uh-huh. Excellent. And I leveled up! Hooray! 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 Let me see... New Game Plus. Huh. No. Where's... where are... there it is. Achievements. Desynthesis. I don't know what desynthesis is, but... huh. Right. Okay. I'm looking for... I want to be able to have a title... wow. I want to be able to have a title on me. Would be nice. Huh. Oh, there are... okay, there's a lot... there's achievements for all of the fates. So maybe I should be doing those, but... interesting. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna... hum. Yeah. Now chocobo armor, huh? Well, yes, it's all very interesting, but not too relevant for right now. I'm... those are some high-level fates, okay. That's a little bit more like it. Maybe I'll go do one of those, if I can. I actually think I'm probably going to wrap up soon. I was hoping to do a little more, but it's starting to get a little late, and I don't want to go all night. You know, I tend to want to end between, you know, 12 and 1. Because I don't want to be... I don't want to stream any later than that. But yeah. And now that I know there's achievements tied to the fates, I actually want to do those a little bit more. Destroying dodo nests. Right. Well. Okay, yeah. So it's not the actual, it's these. I see how this was working now. This is not an easy solo mission. There's a lot of birds around here. Okay. Fat dodo, huh? No, I'm looking... Excuse you. Oh boy. Well, yeah, this is, this certainly is one of the quests of all time. I don't think I'm gonna struggle with it at all, it's just, although, getting it done by myself within the time limit might be an issue, but... I know I'm not really saying anything during the combat portions because I just don't think you'll be able to hear me with everything going on because I can barely hear myself. Okay. Just a little more. achievement? Or are the achievements only for high level fates? And that one was too low level. Well, whatever. I'm heading back to Middle Anuskia so I can go to Eastern Anuskia and see what's going on over there. And then I'll probably find a place to call it for tonight. Now I may or may not do a bonus stream this weekend. I don't know. It's not going to be... like, a Friday would be a good day for me if I'm... or would be good days for me to do bonus streams and stuff. If I'm going to, but I can't this week. Maybe on Thursday, but yeah, Saturday or Sunday I might stream some more of this, in addition to the regular stream next Monday. But what are you up to? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna, not right now, not this time. Does seem interesting, but yeah. What is achievements current area? There's achievements around here? Oh, there's a fate. It's not lupus. It's never lupus. Okay. Is that going on? I assume that's why you're mentioning it to me. I don't see it anywhere though, so yeah, this area also seems to be a bit above my current level. Can I, how do I get, I have to go there? Huh. Let me see if the ferry docks will take me, excuse me, over to that other side. Well, this is a cool little area, though, here. sure. Yes, just where I wanted to be. Huh. Yes, that is... I would definitely describe that as a large buffalo. That is, quite a creature. Anyway... go over here, talk to the chocobo person. Am I interrupting something? Huh. Anyway, Laminsa's back over this way. Oh, is it, or is it the ferry? Probably the ferry that takes me to back to Laminsa. Right. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to teleport back to Laminsa. Okay. Hold on. Right. So I'm gonna go up and do the quests that I have at the Bismarck, and then I'm probably gonna leave it there for this time. I'm gonna be ending the same place we start, but we got a lot of things done. Unlocked, what, 3 new classes in addition to the Fisher that we unlocked last time, and yeah, learned quite a few things. Oh, right. That. Well. Yeah, I'll go. Well, let me turn these in first and then. Yes, I have the fresh lamb. 'tis times like this, and I feel like I've fulfilled my role. I used to be a chef myself, you see, but my skills weren't quite up to par, so when the Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made its provisioner instead. This way I can still be part of the business in spite of my shortcomings. It's nice. Yeah, okay. Well. Why is there a naked cat boy on my screen? Okay. Here's the log assessor's ledger. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Meelvan's gate is notified without delay. Good, good. And then there's one more. Go turn in the rat quest. Ah, so you slew a few rats. Good on you, lad. This bloke comes through the other day and plops this huge sack the size of a bleeding kubo on the counter, saying any man what slays rats can have something from within. When I inquires as to why, all he says is the noise they make when scurrying about is driving him insane. Ask me, though, he was already a bit touched. Something tells me the poor lad will never find peace. A shame. Well, give me the 10 pieces. Alright. Alright. Okay. So, I'm gonna have a seat back down at the, Bismarck here. Let me see. Emotes. And sit. And, yeah, so that's gonna do it for this time. Next time, I'm going straight to Gridania. And we're gonna do that, and pick up a whole bunch more quests, I'm sure, and unlock several new classes, botanist and leather worker and whatever else there is. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I probably will go back to Ul'dah and finish the frickin' hunting log, find those Spriggans and give them what for, so that I can finally be done with that. And, yeah. From there, we'll just see where things take us. I will be getting probably the next Gladiator quest as well. Continuing that quest line. So yeah, that's probably what that's gonna be. So yeah, I guess I'll hopefully see you then. Bye-bye.